How much time till we're on?
We're on, Ron.
What?
We're on the air right now.
I'm ready. How much time till we're on?
We're on, Ron.
What?
We're on the air right now.
Almost 25 and alive, that's so blessed. My mind's in its prime, my rhymes are unthreshed. I stay smoking fresh, so I'm never overstressed. So you fucking with the best. So best have your shit in order before you cross the border into Jacksonville, Florida. It's sharks in the water and gators in the swamp and jags in the jungle, but don't get your ass chomped. Snapback crack, little ass shirt, big time rama, bitch I got that work. Part-time jerk, still adored by the skirts. See money make a come, but sizzle make a squirt. True story, a bitch never took me on Maury. I stay looking down for suckers from 12 stories. Like what the fuck you mean, man? I'm all about the green, but they gotta be fresh, no glory. Get that, glory grease? No. I mean, just in case you did, I just wanna make sure you understand the rap, you know what I'm saying? It's not 642. You sister Mr. Black Curve, Iceberg Curve, Chicken Bacon Jr.
Hey, yo, Burn, this shit's crazy, man.
Okay, what up, Chef? Hey, pass me the bud. Pass me that inhaler.
Me and Scott Baio share the same birthday, so I'm in charge. Tell them losers that them being on top's not in the cards like 11. So how I talk an angel down from heaven, take her to a restaurant where only apples are ingested. I'm sorry, I think I might have gave the wrong impression that you suckers being better than you are. Keep stressing, do the math. I'm about to school you dudes with the lesson. Me plus my alter ego equals musical progression. Your song minus me, I hope you dudes enjoy collection. We making hits while you pay for merch at the concession. I'm guessing they told you you should just be yourself, but all that got you is the show and silence from your inner self. Welts from whooping that ass in every session, cause I've been raw with the check-in since they put the check in. Suggestions, you should leave it to the BCG, cause I produce dead presidents similar to Ski. Yes. Yeah. Black Chain Gang, oh, family. Check us out, man. Alias. Oh, 973-2904. Let's go. Aspen and Duval. We out here doing it, man. Jay-Zer. Yo, C, we gets it in, man. C.
Yeah,
Who next?
that would be me. Me and Da Vinci share the same birthday. Now get the picture, paint a masterpiece with mastery. From a flicker, the pen, dripping ink, tattooing beats like they made of skin. Flow cool like Pastor Tracy. Me and Reagan got the same birthday. I'm so dope. Drop me in the middle of the hood, the competition lose hope. Chop me up, package me and move me round. And pretty soon I'll be known in every damn town. Me and Ali got the same birthday. I'm the GOAT. Make these punchlines sting, metaphors float. Ain't no Viet Cong ever call me nigga, but I'll go to war with anybody pulling verbal triggers. Me and Wright brothers born on the same day. I'm flyer than a nigga even dreaming by the airplane. On their best day, I catch the eyes of them chromosomes without a wire walking down the runway. Me and Victory share the same D.O.B. Ever since a gleam, you have never been a threat to me. God made me on the 8th day. Wonder why he rested. To make sure creative forces were invested. To create a beast on these beats. BCG.
Hey, shout out to BCG, man. Shout out to BCG. Them boys used to go hard, man. Salute to my team, BCG Black Chain Gang. Salute to him, salute to him, salute to him. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Blues House Live. You know who it is. You know what time it is. Let me change my background wrong. Background wrong. Welcome to Blues House Live, man. Yeah. What is up? What is up? Hopefully y'all having a great and wonderful week this week. Hope everything is copacetic. Hope everybody's happy and healthy, like the homie Dre says. You know, courtesy of his homeboy Heavy Gantz. Yeah. You know what it is. You know what it is. We bike. We bike. Yeah, man. How everybody doing? How everybody doing? For real, for real, for real. I see Professor Film Fam is in the building. What is up? What is up? This is Blues House Live. We have me, Blue Minati, and can I get a drum roll? Mika G is in the place to be. Welcome back, Mika. Welcome back.
What?
How you doing? How you doing? How your week been?
Good. Tired.
Good. Yeah, you must have been working. They've been working you? Or you just been working? Because you've been everywhere.
Working. I've been working.
You are all over the place with it. I love to see it. I love to see it. Love to see it, man. Everybody in the chat, once you come in, I do have a question.
Thank you.
Cool shirt. Yeah, that is a dope shirt. I saw a shirt today. It was where was I at? No, it was yesterday. It was a Friday the 13th shirt. It was the mask and it was the knife behind the mask, but it was like flowers.
Uh-huh.
I said, that's a dope shirt. I want to get it. Just make Mika mad.
That's wild. That's wild.
It was dope though. It was good. It was good.
I'm about to kill him with this Friday the 13th shirt. I'm getting ready to get made.
Oh, you getting one made yourself?
Oh no, it's not for tomorrow. I'm just getting one made just because I thought because somebody posted it on Instagram and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna turn that into a shirt.
Yeah.
Y'all better stop using AI and get ripped off because I'm about to turn it into a shirt.
Turn it into a shirt. She said, y'all better stop using AI and get ripped off. Yeah. But yeah, my week has been cool. It's actually been light this week, man. I just the video didn't post. I was doing a video and my lights went out, messed me all up. I said, what the hell? Power went out, messed me up, man.
Thanks,
but
JEA.
I have that.
Oops.
Huh?
Thanks, JEA.
Right, JEA. But now it's storming down here, whatever. But we good. We
I think
good.
they would have that in control by now. Like,
I don't think they do. I don't think. You know what God want, man, he get. You know what I'm saying? So if he want to just snap your stuff off real quick, that's it. Nothing JEA can do about it.
In the beginning, there was darkness, and there's darkness now.
Darkness now. Clap, clap, done. But yeah, now been pretty light, man. Been looking at like brand deals and stuff. That's why I hit you up earlier because I've been thinking about like even if I do like some user generated content, like doing I don't know, making a commercial for a brand or something like that, and they pay me a lump sum or something. I've been looking at all types of stuff, especially with me acting. Because go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, in those cases, like from what I've seen other people doing, is that they get their brand deals from doing like skits and things like that. With like, there's one person that I follow. He constantly did skits with like Popeyes, and then he ended up getting a brand deal from Uber Eats. Right.
Yeah.
So like that's what I've seen. I've seen like people do skits with those brands, and then tag that brand below or whatever, but it ultimately would open up the door for other brands to see it, but it's gotta go viral, and so that's
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see, man. I've just been putting in some applications and trying to get some stuff out and things of that nature. We'll see what happens. All I need is one person to say, hey, yeah, we'll make commercial for us, or do us, like you said, do a skit or whatever, and here go $150, here go $200. I'd be like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that I'm trying to get into, especially with already having the acting chops and doing things of that nature. So I said, why not get into it? Because that's what my homeboy was like, man, you already act. I don't even know why you're not doing nothing like that. So I was like, makes sense. So I'll try my hand at it. Try my hand at it. Close some of these tabs that I got open. All right, Mika. Let's get into it. I'm pretty sure you ain't watch it.
Watch what?
Or did you? Straw.
No, I didn't watch that.
But you heard about it.
I mean, I've heard what people been saying about it.
No, you heard about it. No, yeah. I know people been talking.
Yeah, the streets talk. Streets
talk. So, what have you heard about it? Good, bad, and different?
Mostly bad. Mostly, I mean, and not bad in the sense that they give Taraji her props, you know what I'm saying, for carrying that movie, but bad mouthing the fact that Tyler Perry keeps making these Black women struggle movies, and that's what I've seen, is that people are like, dang, you know, why does he keep trying to kick Black women down?
Yeah, that's getting a lot of that. Well, I just watched, so I watched it, and that's the first thing that kind of like hit me. I'm like, Tyler Perry, you don't like Black women, do you? Like, you just gonna put them in the worst light possible? Because at first I was more like, he don't like Black men. For one thing, he do not like darker shade men. And I've always had that, you know what I'm saying? But now the more I watch a Tyler Perry or hear about Tyler Perry, I'm like, nah, he don't like Black women. Like, it's something, what is going on with him and Black women that he just don't like? So I sent you the article. We'll go through this article. This is from Atlanta Black Star. Let me share it on the screen. Because I'm like, Tyler don't like. Do you think he like Black women?
I don't think it's that. I think it states in the article what his clapback is. And when I read that, I was like, honestly, I kind of feel him on that. Like, I don't think it's the fact that he doesn't like Black women. I think he's trying to tell Black women's stories, and
as a Black man.
As a Black man, right? And
it comes off as not liking Black women.
It comes off as not liking Black, you know, because they're never successful, or if they are successful, then they're, you know, they're vindictive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're if they do have money, you know what I'm saying? Like, the movie with Taraji P, when she tried to kill, you know, her ex-husband. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's why do Black women have to be in a negative light, you know what I'm saying, if we're successful, but also still be in that negative light when it comes to the struggle? But in reality, I ain't gonna say a lot, I'll say there is a group of Black women that do struggle, and he's telling their story. And like, for me, just reading the premise of the new movie, it gave me John Q, but nobody said anything about that.
Because it didn't make him look. And I'll tell you this, as a Black man, not saying you're supposed to struggle, but nobody talks about a Black man struggling, you know, trying to take care of his family, right?
Yeah.
And John Q didn't snap like her snapping. Let me put it to you like this.
Actually, go ahead.
No, hold on. His snap and her snap is two totally different snaps.
Was it?
And the way that they exacerbated the things that the sequences in that day made it be like, where the hell she live at and what's going, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, she in Atlanta day 6. Okay, so she wakes up, I think it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Dude just blasting music. Right, just blasting music, and I'm like, okay, I'll let that slide. You know, it's just everything that could go wrong for her went wrong, and I'm like, okay, maybe just having a bad day. I get it. You have a bad day. Her day was horrible, like the worst of the. You couldn't get no worse than this,
right? For
her, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't get no worse than this. I ain't even gonna talk about the twist, because the twist for me actually makes it worse. You know what I'm saying? It makes it worse with the twist. So I'm not going to add the twist, because I'm just following it how I'm following it. Right. Bad day, music blasting. She can't pay her rent. She worked 2 jobs, can't pay her rent. The landlady don't give a damn about her.
Which would be true.
Non-existent baby daddy. Right. So all of these things could be true.
Could be true.
Could be all of it. I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just saying, like, God, like, really? You know what I mean? Like,
because it could really happen. Like, it could really, like, you wake up in the morning, somebody, especially if you live in one of those neighborhoods where people don't give a damn about quiet time. and they're blasting music at 5 o'clock in the morning. You like, damn, bro, like for real, like that's what we doing at 5 a.m.
Right, cool. And he, you know what I'm saying? Landlord outside. Oh, I'm not gonna make him turn off his music. He pay his rent on time. I'm like, okay, all right, I see where we going.
Okay,
See where we going. You know, this
yeah.
she putting on a, you know, getting ready to get the work. She get the work, and the people treating her at work bad. Dude, let's read the article first, and then I was
gonna say, let's read the article. Because you about to light this movie up.
Oh man. So aren't y'all sick of this narrative? Tyler Perry hits back at folks who say his films exploit Black women's struggles amid straw backlash and success. Now, the thing about the movie is it wasn't a bad movie. It was one of the better movies. There was no bad wigs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Matter of fact, Tiana Taylor's hair was laid to the to the gods or whatever they be saying. Like
laid.
She was on point.
You know why? Because she had a different stylist.
I'm pretty sure she did. She was like, Tyler, whoever did yours, it's not touching my head. No. I'm not that Myrian. I ain't that Tiana Taylor no more. I done leveled up. You can't touch my.
I mean, somebody else did her wig in that movie too.
Oh man. So for better or for worse, Tyler Perry stands by his work and the stories he tells about Black women in his movies. Despite years of criticism over how he portrays their pain, trauma, and relationships, the Emmy-winning filmmaker has remained unapologetic about his creative choices. In many of his films, the Black female characters he creates deal with domestic abuse at the hands of their spouse. That is true. This dude, he just come on now.
Yeah.
In many of his stories, the women are barely scraping by, like the lead character in his new film, Straw. Taraji P. Henson stars as a struggling mother living in poverty with a sick child and that's the thing. Like, she just had everything. I don't have no help. I got a kid. Not only is the kid, you know, we solo dolo with the kid is sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I'm like, well, should I feel for her or am I about to cut this movie up? And you know what I'm saying? It's like one of them. But all right, Tyler, I got you. Who is accused of robbing a bank after she brings a gun in a desperate attempt to force employees to cash her check. I didn't like that neither. Like, I'm gonna get into all of this. I'm
pretty sure you're gonna light this movie up.
Immediately, Perry got complaints from the public for continuing this theme of a hard life with his Black female leads. The Diary of a Mad Black Woman writer and director responded before these protests about his work. When asked again how he will respond to people opposing his films and shows, he stood firm, defending his work and the stories he chooses to tell. I say nothing to those people who think that my films focus on the struggle of Black women, because they're right. It does. He admitted while speaking with True Love magazine in a video shared on Instagram June 8th. Let me tell you something. If I get an opportunity to put a Black woman on screen for people to see them in love and happy, and joy and pain and struggle, what I'm going to do is service to all people so that people will know that Black women are not just strong in one thing, that they're all things. They go through all of these different things. Now, he's right. Mm-hmm. I fall in line with that quote. That's a dope quote. Only thing is, he says Black women on screen for people to see them in love, in happy, in joy, in pain and struggle. Those last two, in pain and in struggle, is majority of his stuff. And that's what people are saying. Like, dog, okay, cool. Now show us the in love, the in happy, and in joy.
It's always at the end. Like like let's take Diary of a Mad Black Woman, right?
Okay.
She gets cheated on.
Yep.
She gets thrown out the house.
Mm-hmm.
Husband's like, I want a divorce. I already done had 2 babies with somebody else. You need to get the hell on, right? She struggles with herself, finding love in another person, but she knows that she has not received the closure that she has received from her ex-husband, what he did, right?
Right.
And she's like, well, you know, like, she goes and tells the other dude, like, hey, I just want to see what he talking about. And then he mistreats her, and she's like, boy, I'll bust your head to the white meat. You know what I'm saying? Because he ended up being paralyzed, but she was there for him, got him back on his feet. This is where the movie flips, right? She was there for him, got him back on his feet, but then she realized, you did me wrong. That man over there loves me. And that's when we get our happy ending. It's always, and it's like that, and it's almost like the formula in every single Tyler Perry movie, except for the one with Taraji trying to kill her ex-husband. That was chaotic, right? But every Tyler Perry movie has been the same formula. It's struggle, pain, happy ending.
That's cool, so to speak, but man, it's like what because they be the worst of the worst struggle and pain. It don't be like, it's not like let's think, what was the one with Jussie Smollett's sister in it, right? What was that one?
I know what you're talking about. I know which movie you're talking about.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, even with that, that nothing good was, nothing in that relation. She didn't like the husband who loved her.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why didn't she like her husband? The husband loved her. Didn't like the husband. Now she go to the dude who is, I think he wasn't her boss. What was it? He was her boss, right?
No, he came in to help. He was a company.
Right.
He was a client.
He was a client. So now that's unethical. So now she's doing unethical stuff. Like I said, the husband and daughter, she didn't want to kick it with the husband. Cool.
Right.
She get with him. Yada, yada, yada. They, we can't do this. He basically took the cookies too. We ain't gonna talk about that. But then she ends up with a disease. All because she wanted to fly on a private jet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now she got a disease. What's happy about that at the end?
There is no happy ending to that movie.
What is? She said there is no.
But
nothing about that movie was happy.
I'm talking about with his Madea movies. His Madea movies are always the same formula. Black, yes. some type of pain, some type of struggle, and most of the time it's multiple characters within that movie. So like, again, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, it wasn't just Helen going through it. Her sister was also a drug addict,
right?
But then in the end, she ends up going to church. And then we find out later on in the next movie that she's clean and she's sober and she's in rehab. And I was like, well, look at Tyler Perry trying to clean stuff up. Okay, I see you, bro. But every once in a blue moon, he will do a movie like the Smollett movie or like the other Taraji P. Henson movie where there ain't no happy ending.
But he been on the road
with the same thing with the other movie from Amazon Prime that had the plot twist in.
Yeah. Even his next show coming up is what? Divorced Sisters? That's what we're watching?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to put out. Let me do a show about divorced sisters. Hey, y'all. Divorce.
I mean, it's to me, it's no different than the movie, what's it called? The Ex-Wives Club or something like that.
Right. Ex-Wives. I'm not rocking with that either. Yeah, you're right. It's no different. And I think they did a white and a black version of that. If I remember correctly.
That's correct.
That ain't cool. I guess to me, there's not enough separation. There's not enough balancing with his stuff. Because he been going, it's like he been, whatever corner he turned, that's the direction I want to go.
I think he's just putting out movies and movies and shows to, you know what I'm saying? Because regardless, good or bad press, we talking about it.
Right. We talking about it.
And it's getting him money. He's getting the money that he's supposed to. He's like, y'all gonna watch my movies, because whether y'all talk bad about it or people love my movies, y'all still talking about me.
And that's Mika. I wish he would quit getting y'all like that. He getting y'all like he getting like Marvel be getting us. He like him and Kevin Feige is the same. Well, you ain't seen it. Let me not say you, but majority. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Majority. Let me get back to the article. He says both Perry and his mother Maxine suffered, because I think this is real important part. Both Perry and his mother Maxine suffered abuse at the hands of his stepfather Emmett Perry. In 2020, he revealed that he felt relieved to find out he wasn't biologically related to Perry Sr., the alcoholic construction worker he had believed was his father for years. At 41, a DNA test with his brother confirmed the truth, unraveling a belief that he had carried his entire life. What's the movie with Sanaa Lathan? And she cheated on her husband with the white dude, Cartwright. And Cartwright slapped the shit out of her. Wow. No, the Cartwright slapped? No, the husband slapped her.
I was gonna say, what?
It was the husband. The husband slapped her. That's what it was. That shit had me rolling. I was like, oh yeah, this shit. But nothing about that was good. And that didn't lead.
The family
that wasn't a happy ending at the end either.
Again, I keep telling you. So we have our Madea movies that always end in a happy ending because it's Madea, right? But then every once in a while he will venture out of that Madea lane because For Color Girls,
oh man,
what?
Right.
For Color Girls was a tough watch.
Yeah,
it's a tough watch. But he has a Madea lane, and then he has, and that includes Meet the Browns and everybody in the Madea universe over here, right? Including the shows. That's over here, and then over here is the rest of the foolery.
He got to be stopped.
So yeah, he has two different lanes when it comes to what he does,
and they all extremes, is what you're telling me.
We know what we're getting from Madea. We know it's going to be some struggle, some pain, happy ending. When we get into this lane, we don't know what we're getting.
All pain and struggle.
It's all pain, all struggle, no happy ending. Everybody dies.
And the reason I'm caught because it's just I ain't even gonna say recently. He really been in that bag. He really been over there, like just even with the TV shows, like the shows is like that. You know what I'm saying? So when putting it up against Madea and all of that, he's got more on that side than Madea. I mean, I guess with his Madea shows like Meet the Browns and things of that nature, I guess, but they don't go the way these other shows, you know what I'm saying, be moving. And
yeah, that's what he has created. He has created two different universes. So we have the Madea universe, and then we have the rest of that.
Struggle
everything the struggle verse where he feels like he's telling the black story from the black point of view. Madea has to be comical, even if there is a struggle within the story, right? It has to be funny. It's got to be some comic over here, or comedian stuff over here. But over here, this is my serious pal. Ain't nobody know. Everybody get AIDS.
Everybody get AIDS. That's crazy. Everybody get AIDS. This too funny. This user Keita Boot says Tyler Perry put every black struggle within the first 20 minutes of Straw. Single black mom, low income housing, eviction, low paying job, WIC food stamps first of the month, expired car. I forgot about that. Expired car registration.
Dang, son.
Child Protective Services, a shitty boss, and armed robbery by some ends. Like all of that in one day, Mika. All of that in one day.
It can happen. It can happen, y'all.
Then I ain't ready to go in yet. Let's finish. She previously worked on Perry's other number one movies, 2009's I Could Do Bad by Myself, 2018's Acrimony, where she respectively played a drug user who lost her mom and sister to a foster parent, and a woman scorned who stalks and nearly kills her ex-husband and his new wife when he becomes successful after she spent her whole life supporting him. What do he be smoking and drinking on when he be writing these?
Okay, so I Can Do Bad all by myself. She in that movie, Taraji was a singer who just so happened to be a drug user. Which if you know, you know what I'm saying. There are some singers that are heavy on the party. right?
No, I get that. I understand that.
But to incorporate that she becomes a foster parent, like that is, I guess that's him telling the story. Like this could happen. Like she's gonna kick the drugs so that she can be a better mother to, you know, these kids that belong to her sister.
What? Who let her become a foster mother? Never mind.
This is how the court system works. They try to find the next of kin. Mom is there. I think their mom was too sick to take the girls in, so they was like, "You're going to you're going to your aunt," and they're like, even the kids was like, "Oh,
yeah." No, I remember the movie. I remember the movie.
Them 3 girls reminded me of the 3 girls from Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. Yeah. Yeah. Would I star in a Tyler Perry film if he asked? You know, I got asked that earlier. And I said no. He treats I'm too dark.
Where the money resides.
Nah, I mean, I'm too dark. That's what I would say. I'm too dark skinned.
You'd be a villain.
Yeah, I'd be he wouldn't portray me in the best light. I don't mind being a villain, but I don't know if I would want to be a villain for Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. I don't mind being. If anybody else asked me to do that, I would probably do it. But doing it for Tyler Perry, no, because I don't want to perpetuate what he's putting out. He's putting out some nasty work in my eyes, anyway. In my opinion, he is putting out some nasty work when it comes to dark toned men. Even in this movie, the boss was dark skinned. He was an asshole. The cop who showed up. He already said no, she guilty. She need to go to no man had her back other than light-skinned Sinbad, right? And the women. That's it. Oh, and what's his name? Rock Bar. He kind of light-skinned, so he kind of light-skinned. He ain't the darkest of the brothers from Soul Food. What's his name? Donald Rock Bar?
I think so. You talking about the one that slept with Faith?
No, was it him? He was the one in the family that prays together.
There was 2 light-skinned dudes in Soul Food.
You're right. It was I think he was what to call his husband. I'm trying to remember.
Terry's husband.
I want to say he was Terry's husband. Yeah.
Oh no, he ain't Terry. That ain't Terry's husband. He was Terry's husband in the TV series.
TV series. Yeah, that's right. TV series. That's what it is. Yeah. Not the movie. TV. I got it mixed up. My bad. TV series. So I probably wouldn't. Give somebody else. Yeah. Spike Lee called us. Hey man, I need you to come in and do it. I'm right there. Tyler Perry. I already know what I'm getting into. So nope. You ain't getting me. I'm not finna be drowning in the tub, barely breathing with bubbles. You ain't doing me like that.
That's like the best scene ever. She's like, look at you.
I bet. Professor Film says, I respect that. He pays his actors very well, but can we get a movie with a positive couples without the like? My thing is,
okay, go ahead.
What, you don't like that?
No, I do like that. But when he said positive couples, I was like, shoot. Oh no, because then why did I get married too? Everything hit the fan.
Everything hit the fan. Like nobody liked each other in that.
Well, so at
the end they got, they had the one couple was more villainous. Well, it was actually 2 couples.
That's what I was gonna say.
2 couples that was kind of really bad off, but they all had their issues. Right. And I understand that movie. Hey, couples have issues. We come together. Instead of going to like actual therapy, we therapize ourselves, right? I think that's
yeah.
And I get it. Right. That is a little bit more balanced, more nuanced, even though you had Michael Jai White and what's her name? Doggies. I can't think of her name right now. Oh, why I can't think of her name? You know what I'm talking about.
I just call her Angela.
Yeah, Angela. That couple was hella toxic, and then you had
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott. I'm drawing the biggest blank in the world. Jill Scott. Remember, and didn't Janet Jackson die at the end or something? Who died?
No, her husband died at the end.
Her husband. That's
Spoiler
somebody.
alert. He died.
He had somebody had to come on. This movie 100 years old. Somebody had to die in the movie. It had to have been a tragic, something tragic at the end, other than just them two splitting up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Tyler's since therefore working with Tyler Perry again was a no-brainer. Straw is finally out on Netflix. It's a ride. This is what Roger P. Henson is saying. Raw, real, and rooted in truth. I poured my whole heart into this role, every scream, every moment, and so did this incredible cast. The Neighborhood Talk reposted Perry's response to the backlash about the film, and fans further supported him in the comments. One person said, "I'm a Black woman who suffered. If no one else, thank you for telling my story, Mr. Perry." Another wrote, "We're suffering in real life. He just brings light to our situations." Third said, "He's spoken on this before. If you don't like his storylines, it's simple. Don't watch," which is true. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't watch. I didn't mean to watch it. I got suckered into watching it. Fourth offering, a slightly different perspective, said, "That's fair, but it's just as important to give young Black girls empowering representation in your films, something they can truly look up to." And that's more what I would like to see. Like,
then go watch Madea.
No, man.
Like literally. Let's. I don't know why.
But why? Okay, let me say this though.
What's the movie with Keke Palmer in it?
I forgot. I was just about to bring that up. Keke Palmer did. Her big breakout was Akeelah and the Bee, right? And I just watched Akeelah and the Bee because for some reason I can't go to sleep. I wake up 2-3 o'clock in the morning and this be ups and Akeelah and the Bee was on. But I'm watching Akeelah and the Bee. Phenomenal movie. There was struggle in it, but the way it was presented was like it was hope at the end of the tunnel. Like it was a light at the end of the tunnel. It was a learning, like everybody, this was a learning moment, or a teachable moment. Nothing in Tyler Perry's movies are teachable. This is all just bad shit piled up on bad shit, and the ending is gonna be some bad shit.
You have to listen to them. You got to listen to them. It's almost like watching the Tyler Perry play. There is always a Madea monologue in there somewhere, right?
True.
And in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the monologue that she gives was to give Helen the strength to leave old boy. She slid that ring clean off her finger and handed him them papers and was like, "I gotta go. I got a man waiting for me." Happy.
And you know what?
And also the grit ball one. The grit ball was funny. She was like, "There's some grits on the stove, and they hot." You have to pay attention to the monologue. The monologue always tells you like there is going to be a happy ending. But these other movies,
in the Madea movies,
yes.
Like I said, I'm fine with them. The Madea movies, even though I'm not a big Madea fan, I'm fine with them. They're a little goofy sometimes, but he does try to purvey an overarching, like you said, monologue or learning a teachable moment or something like that. Just like I would think a movie should. These movies that go extra hard with the struggle, there was no lesson to be learned. Like old girl saying, "Oh, I'm glad I'm finally seeing." Yeah, but what did you learn from that? Girl, now you just, I watched a movie about me, more struggle. Like, did you learn how to get out the struggle? Did it teach you how to, hey, let me clean up my credit? Let me figure out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me not pick, if somebody come in to rob me, let me not pick that gun up and take it to the bank because they might think I'm trying to rob the bank. Like all of these, she was just, let me tell you how bad her struggle was, Mika. She was just driving. Driving. Going to see about her kid. The car cuts her off, right?
Yeah.
She's oh my bad. She's back in her lane, just driving. He runs up, start cussing out. Now it's road rage. Not saying it don't happen, but now it's road rage. So the road rage escalates. He goes, gets in front of her, does a cop maneuver, boom, slams her off the road. He keeps going, right?
Yeah.
She's trying to crank her car up. He comes back. knocking on the window. Oh, you didn't know I was a cop, did you? White dude. You didn't know I was a cop. I need to find a way to kill you. I'm like, oh, now we going that route? I need to figure out a way to legally kill you. I'm like, what the fuck are we watching? What are we watching? The female cop comes up. Hey, man, I got this, buddy. Just, no, she don't need to be on the road. I swear to God, if I figure out a way to legally kill you, pop, you're dead. I'm going to kill you.
Which would be a mirror to what's going on in society today.
Yeah, but what are we, what? All of this, so you targeted by the police. You targeted, like, what is it? All in one day?
All in one day.
Man.
All in one day.
Man. Says, however, critics were not so nice writing Tyler Perry and another black woman struggle movie. Aren't y'all sick of this narrative? Another wrote, I just watched Straw, and now granted it's good, and Taraji's performance was 10 out of 10, but Tyler Perry's obsession with seeing black women struggle in his films needs to be unpacked. Both Perry and Henson have celebrated with written messages on Instagram to their followers. Talk show host Sherry Shepherd, which she was in the movie too, and she did a good job. Who plays a role opposite Henson, expressed her gratitude for the film's success despite the criticism online. She says, I woke up this morning to the news that Straw, my movie with Taraji P. Henson and Tiana Taylor, is #1, and it looks like God is in the global business too, because I saw it in UK's #1. So I'm incredibly grateful. Tyler, I mean, he can't lose, can he? And that's why he won't change.
Exactly. Y'all gonna watch his movies. Like I said, good or bad or indifferent, y'all watching his movies.
She continues to say, I'm so excited, as a comic who I make my living making people laugh, to do drama and step out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm thankful that Tyler Perry gave me a starring role and believed in me enough to cast me in the movie and trusted me enough to be able to play my character. Now, that's one thing that I will always apply Tyler Perry on. He will put you in a film. He will put you in a role. He'll put you a spotlight center, or at least have you with a big speaking role. He'll try his best to make you a star, or you know what I'm saying, your spotlight bigger than what it is. He pays well. Taraji P. Henson came in with her regular pay, and Tyler Perry was like, no, I think she said double or triple it, and they only shot it only took 4 days to shoot. It's another thing, it took 4 days to shoot this movie, and me as a person who has been on set, I see I'm a real stickler for continuity and things like that. So when I'm watching a movie, I look for that. And he is horrible with continuity, but that's neither here. That's nitpick. But salute to him for doing that. Like, him getting people in, like even with putting Sinbad in the movie, I thought was good. Sherry Shepherd, who hasn't been in a starring role with the camera, squarely in front of her, things like that. Taraji P. Henson's career is still on the move due to Tyler Perry, which is a good thing. We still get to see her, out and about. But I'm gonna say this: even Denzel had to get away from Spike Lee. Even Wesley Snipes had to get away from Spike Lee. Like, sooner or later, girl.
I mean, she going where the money resides. So
I know.
You can't be mad at her for that.
Sooner or later, you gotta go. Now, the thing is with her is it's opposite. Denzel started with Spike. It seems like she's ending her career with Tyler. I hope she doesn't.
Well, she did. I could do Battle by Myself.
And
then she wasn't in a lot of his movies between that and Acrimony. So
but now she's on it, like she is.
Yeah.
Spike Lee, she Tyler Perry to the, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Like you said, go where the money is, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
Go where people want you.
I'm all about that. Go get your money, go have fun. You know what I'm saying? Even they was talking about how the trailer, like she was like, oh, this trailer is nice. Like, they put us in nice trailers and everything, and we get creme de la creme. I'm glad he doing all that. But I'm talking to Tyler creatively. Like, give me something new, dog. Give me this movie would have probably been like over the top good if it was streamlined a little bit better. If it was not shot in 4 days, and that's how he saved money. I get it, but hell, 10 days. You know what I'm saying? Give me 10 days worth of shooting.
I mean, I've been on sets where we shot it in 2. We
Yeah,
literally we shot a movie in 2 days. So
me too. Look, I shot a movie with Trey Chaney. We shot that in 1 day, right? Truthless.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon if y'all want to go watch it. We shot that in 1 day. So I get it. There's nothing. I'm not saying it's anything wrong with shooting in 4 days. All I'm saying, when you shoot in 4 days and it looks like you shot in 4 days, that's the difference. Me shooting with Trey Chaney or you shooting 2 days with who you shot with, you're not shooting with billionaires.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we shot this in 4 because for the most part, I only got Mika for 2 days. So I gotta shoot her in, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I got Mika for 2 days and she's the main character. I'm making sure we get these 2 days. Hey, soon as the sun come up, we shooting. And if it's some night scenes, we shooting. The next day, soon as the sun come up, we shooting. And hopefully we can be done by the end of you know what I'm saying? Now I don't know how long it took to edit it. They shot for 4 days, but editing could have been,
the editing probably what took the longest part of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so, but I mean, if that's his way to cut costs and save money, once he perfects that, if he could perfect the 4-day shoot, the week shoot, and it's top tier or it's close to top tier, I won't have no issues with it. But it's a lot of inconsistencies in the film. I don't think he runs it through quality control. That's what I would say when it comes to his movies.
Oh, you mean like do a screening before he puts it out on Netflix?
That too, or just because he's a one-man band. I know he got the crew of people who shooting, but he writes, produces, directs all by himself. You know what I'm saying? That is, you being a one-man band like that, you either gonna get burnt out or you're just gonna miss a lot of stuff. So when I say quality control in that editing room, I remember watching, what was the movie with he was in it, he had the bad wig. It was Mehcad Brooks and old girl from, I think she was in Chips, but she be in a lot of his shows too. Older black woman. Mehcad and her got together. It was a movie where he was talking to her. It became a meme a couple years back.
Oh, I know what you want. I know what movie you're talking about.
He had the bad
wig. You know what I'm saying? Talking about. Yeah.
That movie, they were sitting in the little coffee shop. The dudes in the back looking all in the camera. It's like, wait a minute, Tyler. Your background is looking in the camera, and you know what I'm saying? That ain't how that ain't so. The one dude, and normally background is blurry. You don't see, like, you can see background, but it's blurred. Tyler had the background in 4K. You could see everything going on in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The dude, he wasn't eating. He would put his fork to the plate, nothing on the fork, and bring it to it. You know what I'm saying? Faking like he eating.
Yeah.
One dude was drinking. He would drink, and it'd go down, and then one scene it'd be back up. Like and that's just could be me. But when you got it in 4K like that, it shows it's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It to me it was like worse than, I don't know if y'all remember when Ray J was on Love and Hip Hop and his hat kept moving.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man, that's bad editing. Yeah, I know that, come on, man.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. That was really bad.
That ain't right. But I'm like, stuff like that just really gets on my nerves when it comes to Tyler, because you considered a billionaire, you running this massive organization, and you doing everything solo. And it's like, instead of putting Taraji P in a movie, let her direct, make her an executive, let her go get some more talent. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry Presents, directed by Taraji P, yada, yada, yada. Give me some of that. And maybe we'll get some different stories. You still want to go balls to the wall with the struggle story? Cool. But let Taraji do what she do. Let Regina King come in. Let Regina Hall. Let any of the Reginas. You know what I'm saying?
All the Reginas.
All the Reginas. Let them all come in. Let some of these, if you really want to push the empowerment of black women, then put some of these black women in spots close to you. You see what I'm saying? Do that instead of, hey girl, I got this movie you can be in and you're going to star and I'm going to pay you what you're worth, but you got to struggle. You got to go through the hardships of a man beating on you being a single mother raising a special kid, a special needs kid, and you ain't got no money in the bank, and yada. It's like, Tyler, why I can't be the girl boss that I want to present to I got a daughter, Tyler. Let me present the girl boss image. Let me give that, you know what I'm saying, and show her how it truly can be done.
Now I need to let's pull up some of to the Googles. Let's pull up some of Tyler.
See, you didn't like see that triggered you, huh, Mika? She was like, hold on,
because I, in honesty, I believe he chose Taraji. He chose Taraji for this movie because of Taraji's story. So you know Taraji's backstory.
Yeah, right.
She's a single mom, she, you know, she moves to LA with next to nothing in her bank account. And she struggles, you know what I'm saying? She's, you know, she's trying to, you know, she's a single mom trying to raise this kid all by herself, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the reason why he chose her, because he knew that she was going to dig deep because she's been that single mom struggling before. And I think that's the reason why he chose her. But again, I'm not advocating for him, but there is a method to his madness. And the quicker people figure that out, the quicker y'all can stop being mad at this man for putting on it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, he don't care.
Yeah, he don't
like
care.
he called people out. I seen a clip, and apparently he said something at the BET Awards.
Yeah, he did.
About how he has made more millionaires than any other
I don't know how true that is.
I don't know how true it is either, but he's
with
it. But
then he told the story about his kid following a 3-year-old. I could play the clip because I was like, Tyler, all right, now you're just lying, bro. Now you're just lying. Hold on.
So yeah, like I'm looking at his movies right now. So the Single Moms Club.
Single Moms Club.
Single Moms Club. Yeah, he did Alex Cross too. Good Deeds.
We ain't gonna speak on that.
In that
Good
one,
Deeds.
Good Deeds. In that one, yes, we still have a struggling mother, single mom.
Yeah. I was about to say because that's why he's Mr. Deeds. He shows up good, but he gets to save the day. Right, he gets to save the day, but
he's also in a relationship with
Nah, the good like I'm not his movies. Some be bad. Some of them joints just be bad. Some be good. You know, some are good.
Oh, it's a Fall from Grace. That's the one that we was talking about with the bad.
Fall from Grace. Yeah, Fall from Grace.
A Fall from Grace.
That was bad. That was
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right up there with Boo and Boo 2.
Yeah. I don't know
we're getting another Tyler Perry Madea movie, right?
I saw that. Was it Tyler Perry? Madea. Damn, I was just reading about it.
Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Let me play this.
Madea's Destination Wedding.
Destination Wedding. That's it. Come on, man. Come on. Let me is this muted? Yeah, that's muted. Turn this up. Let me play his speech. It's 3 minutes, but I just want to play some of it. Let me play that. Shit, come on, Tyler. Like, come on. The first weapon you know what? All right.
Hey, don't hate on his bars.
That's cold. No, that's cold. That is cold.
That was a bar.
Cold. It was.
I'm gonna make that my note for tomorrow.
The first weapon I held was my mother's hand.
Cause mama gonna put them paws on somebody for her baby.
Come on. Divorced sisters, Mika. Let's make Divorced Sisters #1. Yeah.
I mean, he already did Sisters. So
no, this is Divorced Sisters.
Divorce them now. We can
not divorce them.
Divorce Sisters.
All right. It's like Sisters. That's like a group of women trying to keep like each other up, holding each other up, girlfriends, yada yada yada. Now let's divorce them, and we probably have them nitpick and bicker. And one of them probably slept with somebody's husband, and that's the reason why she's divorced. Like, all right, I don't even know the premise,
like
but
girlfriends with divorce.
I guarantee you that's gonna be part of it.
You better come on. Hold on, let me get my tissue. I'm joking.
Tyler, what 3 year?
Hey, don't knock these post-COVID babies. Don't knock them. Don't knock them. They got YouTube.
Right. They got YouTube. Nah, fuck that, Mika. What 3-year-old at the beach talking about, Papa, I'm walking in your footsteps? It's hot.
I mean, he probably was, if it's hot, he probably was walking in his footsteps to not burn his feet. Because he turning to Tyler and saying, hey, Papa, I'm walking in your footsteps, man. And Tyler was like, oh my God, look at my son. No, he probably, you know how little kids are. Daddy, I'm walking in your footprints. But he changed it to that. I'm walking in your footsteps. What the baby really said was, I'm walking in your footprints. I'm walking on your footprints. And he was like, oh, that's a bar. I'm gonna turn that into something good.
At three, what is the communication like with a 3-year-old?
I mean, my daughter at 3 she wouldn't have said, I'm walking in your footsteps. She would have said, I'm walking on your feet. Like that's what
something
she would
like
have
that.
said. Yeah. I'm walking on your feet.
If she would have said anything, I mean, mine probably would have just been playing in the dirt, trying to run to the water or something like that. All right, Tyler, you got it. Sneak parables, biblical parables into.
I was gonna say. Sound really like a poem. The footprint.
Tyler trying to put biblical parables into his speech and say that he did it, and then he looked back and he saw the foot. Right,
no,
Tyler.
He didn't look back and see the footprints. He saw the ocean and took off running. That's what happened.
Is that Boris Kojo?
With time running out here in the first half.
Was that Boris Kojo?
Yes, Boris Kojo.
Whoa, Boris.
Madea almost came out in the middle of that speech.
Yeah. I know.
I told you, Madea, if you're gonna get a monologue, Tyler Perry gonna give it to you.
I see. And I mean, he do it every time he get up on stage, he got something prolific to say.
Yeah.
But it's like getting out of hand now with his speeches.
I think, again, we're talking about Tyler Perry. This man don't care. He don't care what his critics think. He don't care what people think. He gonna get up there and he gonna say something profound, right? You know, part of those speech actually hit. You know what I'm saying? Not the part with the son, but you know, everything else. Everything else is, you know, you got to hear when this man talk. You know what I'm saying? Or when he speaks, is because he gonna drop some jewels on you. And he does the same thing. He does the same thing in Madea movies. It just doesn't translate over to the other movies that he does, because you want that same happy ending. And I think that's what people are looking for. They're looking for that same happy ending that you get in the Madea movies, right? They want that same happy ending.
Right. And I get that. And it don't always, the thing is, no, it does not always have to be a happy ending. You know what I'm saying? Some movies, some things don't end happily, right?
Right.
But every movie, I mean, I try to look for a silver lining. I don't see the silver lining in Straw. I know a lot, you know, and I'm not a woman who's been struggling or whatever, and that's not my plight. And maybe that's my issue, is because, you know what I'm saying, I don't identify with what's going on. But what I do see in it is the horrible representation of Black men in it, right? And then I also look at the horrible representation of my Black sisters in it. Like, that ain't the best of light. I wouldn't want to see Mika going through that. I wouldn't want to see you going through that, Mika. Like,
I think that's the whole point of it, is that he's making movies that's making people uncomfortable. It makes people uncomfortable to see a Black woman struggling and her kid is sick and they won't cash her check and do, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just seems like the world is shitting on her. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that. We want to see our Black women, you know, as CEOs and doing big things and not realizing that a lot of Black women are not CEOs because of the companies that they work at. They're still shitting on them, right?
Well, you know what would have been a good story? And I'm glad you said that. Give me the woman who's struggling in the corporate structure. Give me the woman who's struggling to get, you know what I'm saying, out of the starting block.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? We get the child support, no father in the home, horrible. We get that all. That's regular. Matter of fact, nothing is special really about this story in Straw. Nothing is special about it. It's something, like you said, that could happen. That's probably happened today, right? Somewhere in
somebody went through the same. It said they ain't robbed, they ain't try to,
right. They ain't probably,
they had no gun in no bank.
Maybe they did. Who knows? But that's, to me, a regular thing. Something that so give me the out of the ordinary. Give me that story. Or because even those stories are regular. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, Mika, you've been through some stuff, government job that you have, federal, you know what I'm saying? And give me a story of that. Give me that. I know he did it with, well, let me take that back, because he did do it with and I was supposed to be in that movie, but he did do it with the black women in the Kerry Washington movie. So I'll give him that. But I would just like to see more. If you're gonna give struggle, don't give me I guess that's just unnecessary struggle. Don't give me unnecessary struggle. And maybe this is just the one movie that's just gonna give you the struggle to the supreme of struggleness.
I mean, if we take Why Did I Get Married?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in Why Did I Get Married was successful.
True.
They all were successful. The only thing that they were, quote unquote, struggling with was their marriages.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Why Did I Get Married Too? Although I really believe that he should have never made that movie. Why Did I Get Married Too amplified it.
Yeah.
Because they were all still doing, very successful in whatever, all their careers, but they still were dealing with the struggle of marriage. Like, so every once in a while, he will give us the, the professionals, right? But they still have their struggles. You know what I'm saying?
Because Journey Smollett, she was a professional, and he made sure she struggled.
And she struggled. But her struggle is that she wanted more from her marriage, but she didn't know how to communicate that with her husband. And that was her problem, is that she wanted to live on the wild side, and her husband was like, no, I'm a good Christian boy. And and all she had to do was communicate with him and say, hey, look,
I need a Diddy freak off at least once a week.
I need you to step out your comfort zone just one time for me, once a week, please. That was her struggle. But and then that led to drug addiction, and then eventually she ends up getting the uncurable STD. You know what I'm saying? So there are Tyler Perry movies where people are professional. It just so happens. As a matter of fact, the last movie that he just released on Prime, that lawyer, she was she was a lawyer. She was a DA.
Yeah.
So she was a professional, and she had to deal with her husband being, and that wasn't a Black woman struggle. That was her husband got gunned down, and then that plot twist was like, what?
Right. So, spoiler alert. I'm gonna go into it. Spoiler alert. The plot twist in this, I won't say what it is, but remember I told you it made me look at the movie now like, oh nah, whatever happened to her probably, I ain't gonna say should have happened to her, because now that's saying that
that's bad.
people who have mental breaks should go through, but it's like, I see why she got treated like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of started sympathizing with the people who were treating her bad a little bit after the reveal. Yeah, it made me be like, oh no, she need to seek some. Now, on the flip side of that is maybe somebody should have helped her and got her the proper help that she needed. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, no,
and those are. And I guarantee you those are probably sitting on a cutting room floor somewhere.
Tyler Perry ain't cutting no Tyler Perry. What he right?
No, I
He putting it on
guarantee you,
screen.
like I promise you, he probably was like, we can end the movie right here.
And
they're like, wait, did she ever get the help that she needed?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah.
Oh, you saying somebody asked the question? You maybe think somebody. I don't know. If somebody asked the question. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Tyler Perry just got to. I think he just. I think you know what Tyler Perry is, and it's crazy. I don't want to do this to him, or he like the Lil Wayne of movies. He got one gear, just one gear.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne is all punchlines, no substance, and it seems like Tyler Perry is all struggle, no substance. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's only because.
What?
It's only because every once in a while there's a movie like this. But again, I just named off of a bunch of movies where everybody was successful. Like even the last Taraji P movie that she was in with Tyler Perry, she was successful. The only thing that was wrong was that she snapped because her husband didn't. Well, her ex-husband didn't want her anymore, and her ex-husband was like, "Hey, look, here's a check for the house. I bought it back. You're good now." And she was like, "Oh, he wants me back now. We
that was acrimony, right?
Yeah, we paid, girl." And come to find out, he done found love with somebody else, and now you mad.
What about the movie with the what's the twins' husband or ex-husband from Sister? What was the name of that movie? Because that movie was bad. That movie was bad, and it put everybody in a bad light.
That movie was bad.
That movie was bad.
But it also took place in like the back, like the country of the countryside of Georgia, right? But still, even old girl in that one was successful. Like she was successful. So it's not always struggle movies. It's just every once in a while, the movies that get talked about are the movies that people are like, oh, it's always a struggle with Black women. Like even in that one, that's the Megan Good movie.
Megan Good,
so,
yeah.
Megan Good was trying to Megan Good's character was trying to disconnect herself from an not just an abusive man, an abusive family.
True. More strong. But the thing is, like I said, it's identifying factors in all his movies, right? It's identifying factors in all his movies. People can say, oh, yeah, man, I go through that a lot. I go through that every day. But at the end of identifying how horrible situation that you're in, what is being done to help get you out of this situation or show that, hey, you might be. It's like Tyler Perry saying, nah, man, the situation that you're in, you're just going to be stuck there. And here go the worst day. Here's the worst.
Megan Good's character got out of her situation.
What about...
She got out of her situation. The same thing. I mean, I already said, but we're not going to talk about the Madea movies because there's always a happy ending in a Madea movie.
In the happy, Destiny's Child girl movie, Kelly.
Michelle? Okay. Oh,
Kelly
Rowland.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like he got a long laundry list of these movies. That's all I'm saying.
But technically, she wasn't in the street. She was successful. She was a lawyer. She was for the streets. She was a lawyer, and she just got caught up with her client.
She was in the streets.
Just saying.
She was in the streets bad.
Like he is there a pattern? Yes, of course. It's always.
And maybe this is what he saw growing. I mean, I guess this is what he saw growing up. I'm guessing. Tyler, was your mama out there?
I wouldn't say that.
I ain't gonna say that, Tyler.
Ty asked, "What's his highest rated film?" According to Rotten Tomatoes, his highest rated film is Precious, and I think he was a producer on that one.
Yeah, I don't think he directed that. That was Will Packer.
Yeah, I think he was just a producer on that one. But that's what, according to Rotten Tomatoes, that is his highest rated movie was Precious. It's at 92%. But if we're talking movies that he's done,
it's a Madea.
I can do bad. No, I can do that all by myself.
Okay,
which is like slightly Madea.
I like what's the one with Idris Elba? That's my favorite one that he did. Daddy's Girls.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah, that's like my favorite Tyler Perry movie. I actually went to the
was a
movie
good
to see
one.
that was actually. Want to know why? Because it made the play. Well, you know.
You know what? Hush.
And then he got away from it.
Yeah, that was but yeah, I think he was a producer on Precious, but that's the highest rated. The lowest rating is Divorce in the Black at 0%.
0%.
0%.
That is wild. That's wild. Oh man, who is this? Kisi Kawa TV says Tyler Perry is connected with so many people and hiring black people. Get with the program. Man has made more black millionaires. He said it at BET Awards than LA City combined. I'm fine with all that, but I don't have an issue. What you're talking about is something I don't have an issue with. I have gotten checks from. I'm one of the people who's gotten a check from Tyler Perry. I've gotten checks from Tyler Perry. I don't have no issue with Tyler Perry making. That's my argument. When I argue for Tyler Perry, that's my argument. Hey man, he's hiring black people. He's telling these black stories. He's keeping black filmmaking alive. I might not necessarily agree with what he's doing as far as the stories that he's telling, but he is, doing that. I don't have an issue with him making more black millionaires. I have an issue with his storytelling. And who gives a fuck about what I got to say about his storytelling? At the end of the day, Tyler Perry can and will do what he wants to do and what he's supposed to do. If he's still making them checks move or whatever, this is just me having a conversation about what I see and how it affects the culture. Does it affect the culture? Some people might not see it as harming the culture the way I might see it, right? And I don't necessarily think that it's harming it to the point to where like we just gotta get Tyler Perry out of here. Like when I say that, it's jokes. It's jokes. So don't look at it that way. I'm not saying that Tyler Perry needs to like quit. I just think he needs to stop telling these stories for them, because it seems like he's a dope writer, and it seems like he can tell good stories with good endings or put people in proper representation for certain people. It seems like he can do that, but it seems like when it comes to black women and dark-skinned men, it seems like he don't like us. Now, Mika G is saying it's the opposite, and even Tyler Perry is saying it's the opposite. I just want these people to be seen, and that's fine. But now it's like, you know what it would be if he took dark-skinned men and put them all as like gang members or people who did something bad, just morally and ethically ambiguous with the things that they do. That's what I would say. So let's say the dark-skinned person was a doctor, right? But he cheating on his wife and he got an outside baby and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like if that was the MO for every Tyler Perry film that he did when it revolved around a black man, I'm like, what the fuck you doing, Tyler? Like,
I'll say this for Duplicity. In Duplicity, we have a dark skin, lead, female lead, and her husband is also dark skinned too. Yeah. This time he gets killed by, a light skinned dude, and they just happen to both be cops. So he gets killed by cops.
Called it Duplicity. He like, I got you.
But and like she ends up, and spoiler alert if you've never seen this, but the villains in this movie are light-skinned men for once. And it's a dark-skinned woman that is the damsel. I mean, always the damsel in distress, but she's not struggling. She's just dealing with, the loss of her husband and whatnot. And then it turns out that it was a bigger thing than just her, her husband being gunned down.
Right. Yeah.
So that everyone, I that's why I said you have, when it comes to Tyler Perry, all of his movies are not about the struggle. It's just majority of them are, and those are the ones that get people talking, because I didn't hear anybody talking about Duplicity.
Which one got the 0? Was it the one Duplicity?
No, it was Divorce in the Black. That's the one that got the 0.
That's the one got. What did Duplicity get?
Get him out the casket. Wait, what? The funeral? Take the body out the casket at the funeral? Come on, Tyler. Let's talk about this real quick, bro. What black family gonna take the body out the casket during the funeral? And then just
Right.
bury him in the backyard.
Just bury him in the backyard.
We're gonna bury him in the backyard where he's supposed to be without the casket.
Tyler don't play. He don't play, man. He do not play. Like I said, whatever he drinking on, smoking on, whatever. I just might need just one time. Let me just get that one time, because whatever he writing, he be writing some shit. Salute to Tyler though, man. Salute to Tyler. That's really all I got when it comes to Tyler. I just want him to do better. I just think he can do better. How about that? I just think he can do better. Tyler, because Tyler could be, you know, we talk about the different types of movies, and I'm gonna be real quick. Different type of movies that we would like to see black people portrayed in, whether it's like sci-fi, horror, you know what I'm saying? He does do rom-coms. Maybe he should go back to that. He need to go back to doing some rom-coms.
Madea?
No. I'm talking about sans Madea, without Madea. That's the thing. I think he could do a rom-com without Madea. Like, you don't have to put Madea. It's like he do that just so he could be in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we don't need you in there, man. We don't need you in there. But he could be the one to bring a lot of these things to life. You know what I'm saying? Or help produce it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people mad at 50 Cent for, and I'm like, that's another thing that I give. I said, well, for you got 50 Cent and he does the Power Universe. You got Tyler Perry. He does what he do. You know,
The
people have their
Sisters
niches.
Universe.
The Sister Universe. Yeah, whatever we want to call it. He has his niche. 50 Cent has his niche. And I think everybody can coexist peacefully. And I guess like people like Kisakawa TV, you know what I'm saying? What he's saying, like, well, if you don't like it, even Tyler Perry, if you don't like it, you ain't got to watch it. You know, it's something out there for you. Go watch it. And I totally agree. Yeah. And I just think sooner or later, I don't know, Tyler Perry might end up being like the stories. He might end up being like soap operas. Like, just,
I mean, have you watched any of his
no,
TV shows?
I don't mean by the theme. I'm talking about like the success.
Please, I'm talking about stories.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about the success of, you know, like Days of Our Lives. How long they been running?
Forever.
Right. Like, and that if Tyler Perry was running for, I don't really have, my voice really don't matter with what Tyler Perry doing anyway. But if he really got to like 30, 40 years of doing the same stuff and it's working, who the hell am I to say? You know, what did he say? What's a small thing to a giant? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that man is a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, I can't talk. Like, I can't talk. But this just me being a armchair quarterback critiquing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan of Tyler Perry's business. I am. I'm a fan of Tyler Perry's business. Not necessarily his shows. Not all his work am I a fan of, but his business. Right. I'm right there with it. You got anything you want to add to Tyler Perry? I hate his wigs. Got to throw that out there.
I mean, he does need to get a new wig. He needs to get a new wig stylist. He does need to do that. Stop letting your actors do their own wigs.
Yeah.
Like, hire a professional.
Get somebody on payroll. Wigs.
Yeah, you have enough. If you're paying all of these actors millions of dollars, you could scrounge up an extra $1,000 and get Keisha from down the street in Atlanta who slays wigs all day long and pay that girl.
Get her on payroll. Like, nah, you work for TP now. You work for TP Studios. Anytime. Right. Hey, I only shoot for it. It only take us 4 days, so you're only gonna be gone from your shop for 4 days.
Right.
You know, here go 50 grand.
How much do you make? How much would you make in those 4 days? All right, I'm gonna double that.
I'm gonna double that. Right. You know, so yeah. That's all I got when it comes to Tyler Perry, man. I wish him nothing but the best of luck, success. I mean, he already got the success, but more success. And I just want to see better shows come from him. I just want to see him step outside the box to do something. Like, I would love to see him do a horror or a sci-fi show or something. I know,
he tried to do a horror comedy. It's called Boo.
Nah, like horror. And you know, that's the thing too. When black folks try to do, what was it called? Black that came out like 2 years ago.
What?
Where they went out to the cabin and it was the board game and
the blackening.
Yeah, it's always like, we don't have to do comedy. Give me Nosferatu with black folks. Give me, you know what I'm saying? You laughing, but I'm for real. Like, Give me some strictly horror. It don't have to be.
I'm telling you, the reason why movies like The Blackening and Boo happen is because Black people, if you put a group of Black people in a matter of fact, Chris Stokes has done this already.
Chris Stokes got a new movie coming.
Chris Stokes need to sit down somewhere. He made a movie called Somebody Help Me, and it even has a sequel, and it has Omarion and Marcus Houston in it.
Yeah,
and the movie's not great, but it's literally like, I'm like, there's no Black person on this planet they're gonna see their boyfriend sneaking off and be like, y'all be careful now, out loud.
But Chris Stokes is the horrible. See, the thing is, Chris Stokes is not a great filmmaker. He caught fire in the bottle with You Got Served, which wasn't the best movie anyway. It was just
terrible acting.
Right, but it served its purpose for that sliver of time, right? He ain't a good filmmaker. He's a horrible filmmaker. So, but he does do things. He does try to step outside the box. Maybe he should find a niche and just stick with making dance movies or whatever.
No, his thing is recreating 80s movies, 80s and early 90s movies, because he's done Stepmother 2, Stepmother 3, and then he made a version of Mikey.
Yeah.
And but he's doing it right, and that's why he's on Tubi. But he's basically doing the same thing Tyler Perry's doing, except he's got a contract with Tubi.
Yeah.
And so we get all of his thing is I'm gonna watch this old 80s 90s movie, and then I'm gonna make it the Black version of it. That's why we got three. That's why we got three.
That's why we got 3 Stepmothers. Yeah, because this new movie you got coming out is it's about aliens. I want to say it's about aliens.
Not you redoing James Cameron.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, it seemed like
maybe
that's
it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I mean,
could be something like that. Yeah. I mean, they didn't give a big synopsis or whatever, but yeah. Ty, I couldn't tell you about.
It depends on who who the production company is.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how.
But Chris Stokes movies are Tubi exclusive, so he's getting paid.
So now he getting paid
by Tubi.
Yeah, he getting paid.
Yeah,
he getting paid. Now, how much is paying? I don't. The average, because you think about it, it's Tubi is like putting something up on YouTube or Instagram or something like that. The more people that watch it, the more money you get paid.
Right.
Because it's based off of ad revenue. So you're basically in a ad sharing campaign with Tubi. They're going to take some money, and you're going to make some money, and that's how it is. Just like putting some up on think of putting some up on Spotify. If you do music, you put it up on Spotify. It's based off of how many listeners or how many people, podcasts, how many people download the podcast. And if there is some type of ads, you might get an extra whatever based off of ads, like ad sharing or whatever. But I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't say it's probably the best paying. Like if me and Mika put a movie on Tubi, we ain't becoming millionaires off of one movie. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. We could,
and also our movies wouldn't be paid by Tubi. They be paid by whatever production company we decide to go through, who just so happens to have a contract with Tubi.
Well, I mean, you can put your own stuff on Tubi. You can self-publish on Tubi. It's just like I said, Tubi has a lot of content, just like all of these other streaming things. So, will you make the money? Now it's up to you to push it. So, me and Mika just have to go balls to the wall, saying, "Hey, we on Tubi. We're on Tubi. Watch it, and make sure that."
Which I am on Tubi, and so is Blue.
Right, we're on Tubi, but I got paid front. Now I'm not getting back pay from the stuff that I'm on Tubi. They paid me up front, so
I'm still waiting for my check.
Well, hey, whoever it is, give Mika a check. But yeah, I don't have nothing else, Mika. I don't have nothing else. Tell them what you got coming up.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll be dropping a video on Cinematic Nightmares. I'll be dropping a video. I interviewed Rishi Gandhi, who is a award-winning horror short film director and writer. He has a new project coming out called The Beast We Carry, and he has a Kickstarter. And so we basically talk about the movie and everything, and the Kickstarter and all the rewards that you can get if you back his film, which, just looking at the animated sketch that's on YouTube, this movie is gonna be this short is gonna be dope. And so if you can get it, the video will be out tomorrow morning, and then I'm still in the process of editing another interview that I did with the director of The Devil Came to Duval, which you can also watch on Tubi right now. I'm not in that movie. But The Devil Came to Duval, which is, Jacksonville is where it was filmed at, and interviewed the cast and the director from that one. So that I'm still in the process of editing that. Top 5 on Sunday. I'm not doing anything for Friday the 13th except for watching Jason movies all day, and I might go see How to Train Your Dragon live action since that's dropping this weekend. But I will be reposting my top 5 because I already did a top 5 for Jason. And then sorry. Game night.
You should have used that. You should have used that one post. I think you should still use
my Sharks on Film.
Yeah. You should still use that.
I think I am going to use it like later on for promo, like for promo for it. But Sharks on Film, everybody thinks it's Jaws related, but I'm telling y'all right now, it is not going to be Jaws related. It's going to be shark movies. But it's in celebration of Jaws 50th anniversary, which I'm also on June 20th. That's when Jaws officially dropped. Mm-hmm. I am going to be dropping a Jaws movie that Friday as well too. So a lot of stuff going. No. I recorded my first episode by myself. I'm so happy. So I talk about Jaws, the behind the scenes. I dropped some tidbit. I mean, some jewels in there that a lot of people didn't know. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on in the nightmares.
That's what's up. Big things popping over here for Mika G. I love to see it. I will be in the chat. Gonna get this video uploaded next week. Probably gonna be I'll do some pre-recorded stuff, and drop some premieres. But next week I gotta make a trip. So you won't see me Thursday. So no show Thursday, Mika. No show Thursday. So
you talking about Juneteenth?
Yeah, which is Juneteenth. Anyway.
I mean, I'm gonna be at a barbecue anyway.
Yeah. I was just letting no show.
Make me happy.
Right. I might be in the air, but no show. And but after that, I'm going balls to the wall, just content. Like I said, I'm gonna try to put some skits together for y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna make it members only or what, but do some skits. And I think I'm just gonna concentrate on YouTube and Instagram. I think that's where I'm gonna just be at. I think, what I'm saying? So you might still see me on X, but I don't know. Just seems like it's better for me to because it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to service too many social media platforms. Appreciate the subscribe, Black Queen. Appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, it's just too many. So that's what I'm be doing. I wanted to do weekly Diddy updates, but it's just so much going on.
Oh no, you got to get with Pam for that, because when I tell y'all, Pam, if y'all are not following,
please
Pam,
go follow
Pam.
Yeah,
she's on it. That and the whole thing with DDG and Haley.
Haley.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's on it.
That's what I'll be doing. Who should be doing Monday? Blurred AF. I don't know if it'll just be me and Mika, because
oh no, Dre will be there.
Dre will be there. Oh snap!
Yeah, Dre. So we're supposed to be doing a thin line between love and hate, but that might change.
Okay. All right. So y'all be ready. Monday, thin line between love and hate. Dre's favorite horror movie of all time.
Oh yeah. So I'm sorry. Last thing. So I got offered not one but two roles.
For
the future. So I will be filming movies? No. One is an action movie and the other one's I think a comedy. So yeah.
Down here, Duval?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'll be filming in October and in December.
Oh, look at you. You about to catch up with me. You about to catch up with me. Yeah, Tom. I'll still be down to do some Twitter. You be hitting me at random times. I'll be at work. Hey man, you want to get on Twitter Spaces? No, dog. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying?
Time check.
Right. But now I ain't got no. I'll still be on Twitter. I'm just saying that won't be a major concentration for me. That's all I'm saying, Ty. So yeah, I'll still be down to do some Twitter spaces. Y'all be on that, acting a fool, having a good time. So yeah, I'll be on there. I'll be on there. Ty be doing. He do some dope Twitter space, but sometimes Ty, you do be a little dry. You do be a little dry, but when I come in and we're livening it up. We're livening it up.
I don't do Twitter.
Nah, I know a lot of people, left Twitter, and I get it. I understand it, but if it serves a purpose, if it works, it works. If it don't, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. And I get that.
I'm definitely not going to join Blue Sky, so don't even ask me.
Nah, all that other stuff, I'm good.
I'm not joining Blue Sky, The Sky,
Lemon 8,
Lemon 8.
Yeah.
Section 8, none of that.
Section 8, great. Section 8. Check me out on Amazon, also in the movie called Section 8. Since Mika brought it up, you can go and watch that, stream that. Section 8. Yes, indeed.
So silly.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
But that's it, man. I don't have anything else. I appreciate everybody for coming in and watching. Please smash the like button, share it with the squad, drop a comment. We want to hear what you think, things of that nature. Tina talk about that Diddy case that went out the world. Yeah, it had. If you want to be down with the movement, please hit that join button, become a member. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Peace. Take it easy, be safe. Mika, you ain't got no call, do you? You ain't got no little call? No.
And until next time, y'all.
And until next time, we are out. Peace.